Waterfalls. They are a sight to behold, a spectacle of nature's raw power and beauty. The sheer force of water cascading over cliffs, crashing into the depths below, is mesmerizing. Their presence commands attention. Their roar, a symphony of nature's orchestra. From the thundering Niagara to the elegant Victoria Falls, these natural wonders captivate our imagination. They draw us in with their beauty. They humble us with their power. They offer a sense of awe and wonder that few other natural phenomena can match. Their allure is universal, transcending cultures and continents. People travel from all corners of the globe to witness their grandeur. To stand before them is to experience a sense of the sublime, a feeling of being connected to something far greater than ourselves. The language of waterfalls is universal. It speaks to something deep within us, a primal connection to the natural world. Whether we are gazing upon a towering cascade or a gentle waterfall, the effect is the same. We are filled with a sense of peace and tranquility. The stresses of daily life seem to melt away. Our worries fade into the background as we become absorbed in the moment. The sound of the water, the sight of the spray, the feel of the mist on our skin all combine to create a sensory experience that is both exhilarating and calming. Waterfalls are a reminder of the power and beauty of the natural world. They are a testament to the forces that have shaped our planet over millions of years. They are a source of inspiration and wonder. Waterfalls are not just a feast for the eyes, they are also a symphony for the ears. The sound of water crashing over rocks, the roar of the cascade, the gentle trickle of the stream below, all combine to create a soundscape that is both powerful and soothing. For centuries, people have recognized the calming effects of the sound of water. From the gentle trickling of a fountain to the crashing waves of the ocean, the sound of water has a way of calming our minds and easing our worries. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a waterfall. The air is filled with the roar of the water as it crashes onto the rocks below. You close your eyes and take a deep breath. The mist from the waterfall cools your skin. You feel a sense of peace wash over you. This is the power of waterfalls. They have the ability to transport us to another place, to a place of peace and tranquility, a place where our worries and stresses fade away. Waterfalls offer us a sensory escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. They immerse us in the sights, sounds, and sensations of nature, the cool mist on our skin, the refreshing scent of the air, the feeling of the earth beneath our feet. All of these sensations work together to create a sense of well-being. Section 5. The power of observation. There is something inherently meditative about watching a waterfall. The constant movement of the water, the ever-changing patterns of the spray, the way the light plays on the surface of the water. All of these things can hold our attention for hours on end. As we observe the waterfall, our minds begin to quiet. We become more present in the moment. We let go of our thoughts and worries, and in that moment, we find a sense of peace. This is why waterfalls have long been a source of inspiration for artists, poets, and musicians. The beauty and power of waterfalls have the ability to move us deeply. They inspire us to create works of art that capture the essence of their beauty. Section 6. A moment of tranquility. In a world that is increasingly fast-paced and demanding, waterfalls offer us a much-needed respite. They provide us with a place to escape the noise and chaos of modern life, a place to reconnect with nature and ourselves. Taking even a short amount of time to immerse ourselves in the sights and sounds of a waterfall can have a profound effect on our well-being. It can help to reduce stress and anxiety, improve our mood, and boost our creativity. So the next time you are feeling stressed or overwhelmed, consider taking a trip to a local waterfall. Spend some time simply observing the water as it cascades over the rocks. Listen to the soothing sounds of nature and allow yourself to be present in the moment. Section 7. A source of inspiration. Waterfalls are a source of inspiration. They remind us of the power and beauty of the natural world. They teach us about the importance of change and adaptation. They show us that even in the face of adversity, there is always beauty to be found. As we move forward in our lives, let us take inspiration from the waterfalls. Let us be adaptable and resilient in the face of change. Let us find beauty in unexpected places. And let us never forget the power of nature to heal and inspire us. The allure of waterfalls is timeless. Their beauty, their power, their ability to soothe our souls. These are gifts that we should cherish and protect for generations to come. Waterfalls, those mesmerizing displays of nature's artistry, are not merely accidental occurrences. They are the result of a meticulous process sculpted over millennia by the patient hands of time and the relentless forces of nature. Like skilled architects, erosion and geological movements work in tandem to create these breathtaking wonders. It's a slow, deliberate dance, a testament to nature's ability to shape and reshape the world around us. Imagine a river flowing steadily through a landscape, its waters carrying more than just the reflections of the sky. Within its currents lie tiny particles of rock and sediment, abrasive agents that, over time, wear away at the riverbed. This constant friction, subtle yet persistent, becomes the chisel that carves out the path for a future waterfall. The process of erosion is central to a waterfall's creation. As the river flows, it doesn't always encounter uniform resistance. Softer rock formations, more susceptible to the river's abrasive touch, erode faster than their harder counterparts. This differential erosion creates a change in the river's gradient. The water, always seeking the path of least resistance, flows faster over the softer rock, carving out a steeper drop. The force of the falling water amplifies the erosive process. The plunging water laden with sediment acts like a battering ram against the base of the waterfall. This creates a plunge pool, a deep depression in the riverbed where the water crashes with tremendous energy. The constant pounding of water combined with the swirling currents within the plunge pool further erodes the rock, undercutting the harder layer above. The creation of a waterfall is not a static event, it's a dynamic process of continuous change. As the softer rock erodes, the overhang created by the harder layer becomes unstable. Eventually, the weight of the unsupported rock becomes too great and it collapses into the plunge pool below. This collapse causes the waterfall to retreat upstream, slowly but surely changing its position over time. The cycle of erosion, undercutting, and collapse repeats itself over and over again, shaping and reshaping the waterfall over millennia. Some waterfalls retreat dramatically, carving out deep gorges as they move upstream. Others migrate more gradually, leaving behind a series of stepped cascades, each marking a stage in the waterfall's evolution. Section 4. A tapestry of time. The rock formations that host waterfalls are like pages in a history book, each layer telling a story of Earth's ancient past. Sedimentary rocks, formed from the accumulation of layers of sediment over millions of years, often contain fossils, remnants of organisms that lived in those bygone eras. These fossils provide clues to the environments that existed when the rocks were formed, offering a glimpse into Earth's evolutionary history. Igneous rocks formed from the cooling and solidification of molten rock reveal the fiery history of volcanic activity. Their presence near waterfalls indicates a time when volcanic eruptions spewed lava and ash, shaping the landscape in dramatic ways. Metamorphic rocks, transformed by heat, pressure, or chemical reactions, tell tales of intense geological forces at play, such as the collision of continents or the formation of mountain ranges. Section 5. The birth of a waterfall. The birth of a waterfall can be triggered by various geological events. The uplift of land caused by the movement of tectonic plates can alter the course of rivers, creating changes in elevation that lead to waterfall formation. Fault lines, fractures in the Earth's crust, can also disrupt the landscape, creating steep drops that rivers must navigate, resulting in waterfalls. Glacial activity plays a significant role in shaping landscapes and creating waterfalls. As glaciers advance and retreat, they carve out valleys and leave behind deposits of rock and sediment. These glacial features often create the ideal conditions for waterfall formation. Changes in sea level, influenced by factors like climate change and the melting of ice caps, can also affect the base level of rivers, leading to the formation or disappearance of waterfalls over time. Section 6. Shaping the landscape. Waterfalls are not merely static features within a landscape, they are dynamic forces that actively shape their surroundings. The relentless power of the falling water, combined with the abrasive action of sediment carried within the water, carves out canyons, gorges, and plunge pools, creating dramatic topographic features that define the character of the landscape. The spray from waterfalls creates unique microclimates in their immediate vicinity. The constant moisture in the air promotes the growth of lush vegetation, transforming the area surrounding the waterfall into a verdant oasis, often teeming with life. This localized ecosystem, sustained by the presence of the waterfall, highlights the interconnectedness of natural systems. Section 7. Water's relentless force. The erosive power of waterfalls is a testament to the relentless force of water. Over time, waterfalls can carve through solid rock, creating deep gorges and canyons that stretch for miles. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, carved by the Yellowstone River over millions of years, stands as a testament to the awe-inspiring power of water to shape the Earth's surface. Waterfalls also play a role in shaping coastlines. When rivers meet the sea, they often form waterfalls that erode the coastline, creating inlets, bays, and cliffs that define the interface between land and water. These coastal waterfalls, constantly subjected to the forces of both river and ocean, are dynamic environments where erosion and deposition are constantly at play. Section 8. Unveiling hidden beauty. The process of erosion, while often destructive, can also reveal hidden beauty. As waterfalls carve through layers of rock, they often expose mineral veins, crystals, and fossils that were once buried deep beneath the surface. These geological treasures, brought to light by the relentless action of water, offer a glimpse into the Earth's history and the processes that have shaped our planet. Waterfalls themselves can be considered works of art sculpted by nature over eons. Each waterfall is unique, its form dictated by the geology of the area, the volume of water flowing over it, and the height of the drop. From towering cascades that thunder into deep gorges to delicate waterfalls that drape like silken threads over mossy rocks, each one possesses its own unique beauty and character. Section 1. The Symphony of Sound. Waterfalls are not merely visual spectacles, they are also acoustic wonders. The sound of a waterfall is a symphony in itself, a complex and ever-changing composition of nature's own making. It's a chorus of splashes, crashes, and roars, a delicate interplay of high-pitched tinkles and deep, resonant booms, all blending harmoniously to create a soundscape that is both powerful and profoundly calming. As water plunges over a precipice, it shatters into countless droplets, each one releasing a tiny burst of sound upon impact. These individual sounds, though minuscule on their own, combine to create a continuous roar, a white noise that envelops the listener. This roar, far from being overwhelming, possesses a soothing quality, a natural rhythm that resonates with our primal instincts. The concept of white noise, often used to describe the sound of waterfalls, refers to a type of sound signal that contains all frequencies within the range of human hearing at equal intensity. This even distribution of sound energy creates a masking effect, blocking out other sounds that might be distracting or disturbing. It's like a sonic blanket, muffling the sharp edges of the outside world and creating a cocoon of tranquility. Our brains, constantly bombarded with sensory information, are wired to pay attention to sudden changes or unexpected noises. White noise, with its consistent and predictable sound profile, provides a break from this constant auditory processing. It allows our brains to relax, to disengage from the need to constantly analyze and interpret sound, freeing up mental resources for rest and rejuvenation. The calming effect of waterfall sounds is not merely anecdotal, it's supported by scientific research. Studies have shown that listening to the sounds of nature, particularly water sounds, can induce a state of relaxation and reduce stress levels. These studies point to the physiological changes that occur within our bodies when we immerse ourselves in these natural soundscapes. One key finding is that listening to waterfall sounds can lower our heart rate and blood pressure, key indicators of stress. The rhythmic flow of the water, the absence of jarring noises, and the overall sense of tranquility contribute to a slower, more relaxed heart rate, easing the physical symptoms of stress. This physiological response, in turn, triggers a cascade of beneficial effects, calming our minds and promoting a sense of well-being. Our bodies and minds are attuned to rhythms, from the beating of our hearts to the cycles of day and night. The sound of a waterfall, with its constant yet ever-changing rhythm, taps into this innate sensitivity to natural patterns. The water doesn't simply fall in a monotonous drone, it ebbs and flows, surges and subsides, creating a dynamic soundscape that holds our attention without being jarring. This natural rhythmicity has a hypnotic effect, lulling our minds into a state of relaxation. It's similar to the way a mother's heartbeat soothes a newborn baby, or the gentle rocking of a hammock induces sleep. Our brains, recognizing these familiar patterns, release endorphins, natural mood boosters that promote feelings of peace and contentment. Section 5. The Science of Serenity. The science behind the calming effects of waterfall sounds delves into the realm of brainwaves. Our brains, in response to various stimuli and states of consciousness, produce different types of brainwaves, each associated with specific mental states. Alpha brainwaves, characterized by their frequency range of 8 to 12 Hz, are dominant when we are in a state of relaxed alertness, such as during meditation or when we are fully immersed in a pleasurable activity. Studies have shown that listening to natural sounds, including waterfall sounds, can increase alpha brainwave activity. This shift in brainwave patterns corresponds with a decrease in mental chatter, a quieting of the mind, and a sense of inner peace. It's as if the rhythmic sounds of nature provide a gentle massage for our brains, soothing away tension and promoting a state of deep relaxation. Section 6. A sensory de-stress. The modern world is a symphony of its own, but it's rarely a relaxing one. The cacophony of traffic noise, construction sounds, and the constant hum of technology creates a sonic environment that is far from conducive to relaxation. Our bodies, constantly bombarded with these stressors, often react with elevated stress hormones, leading to feelings of anxiety, irritability, and difficulty sleeping. Immersing ourselves in the sounds of nature, particularly the soothing sounds of waterfalls, provides a much-needed antidote to this sensory overload. It's like hitting the reset button on our nervous systems. The natural soundscape, free from the harshness and unpredictability of man-made noise, allows our bodies to relax, our stress hormones to subside, and our minds to find a sense of peace. Section 7. Tuning into nature. Listening to waterfall sounds is more than just a passive experience. It's an act of consciously tuning into the natural world. It's a reminder that we are part of something larger than ourselves, connected to the rhythms and cycles of nature. In a world that often feels increasingly disconnected from the natural world, these sounds serve as a bridge, reminding us of the peace and tranquility that can be found in the simplest of things. Taking the time to appreciate the sounds of nature, to truly listen and immerse ourselves in the present moment, is a form of mindfulness practice. It's about shifting our focus away from the worries and stresses of daily life and allowing ourselves to be fully present in the here and now, finding peace and solace in the beauty of the natural world. The calming effects of waterfalls extend beyond the realm of sound. The visual spectacle of water cascading over rocks, the feeling of cool mist on our skin, and the fresh, earthy scent of the surrounding environment all contribute to a multi-sensory experience that promotes relaxation and well-being. The visual stimulation provided by waterfalls is inherently calming. The constant motion of the water, the way it catches the light, and the patterns it creates as it flows over rocks hold our attention in a gentle way, allowing our minds to wander and relax. The sheer beauty of a waterfall can evoke feelings of awe and wonder, reminding us of the power and majesty of the natural world. Water in all its forms has long been associated with peace and tranquility. The gentle lapping of waves, the rhythmic pitter-patter of rain, and the soothing sound of a babbling brook calm our minds. Waterfalls amplify this calming effect, offering an immersive experience that rejuvenates both body and soul. Seek out the soothing embrace of a waterfall when feeling stressed. Listen to its symphony, immerse in its beauty, and let its presence wash away your worries. The human fascination with waterfalls extends far beyond their aesthetic appeal. We are drawn to them, often subconsciously, because they offer a profound sense of peace and well-being. Science is now beginning to unravel the mysteries behind this innate connection, revealing the fascinating ways in which waterfalls engage our senses and influence our physical and mental states. The sound of a waterfall, often described as white noise, has been shown to have a calming effect on the brain. This type of sound, characterized by its consistent and even distribution of frequencies, helps to mask other more jarring noises that can trigger our stress response. By creating a sonic cocoon, waterfall sounds allow our brains to disengage from the constant need to analyze and react to our surroundings, promoting a state of relaxation and mental clarity. One of the lesser-known factors contributing to the therapeutic effects of waterfalls is the presence of negative ions. These electrically charged molecules, abundant in natural settings like waterfalls, forests, and beaches, have been linked to a range of health benefits, including improved mood, reduced stress, and increased energy levels. As water cascades over rocks, it creates a fine mist, releasing negative ions into the surrounding air. When we inhale these ions, they are believed to interact with our respiratory system and bloodstream, potentially triggering the release of mood-boosting neurochemicals like serotonin. While more research is needed to fully understand the mechanisms at play, the anecdotal evidence and preliminary scientific findings suggest that negative ions play a role in the sense of well-being we experience near waterfalls. The human brain is wired to pay attention to changes in our environment, particularly sudden or unexpected noises. These sounds trigger our fight or flight response, releasing stress hormones that prepare our bodies to react to potential threats. In the modern world, we are constantly bombarded with such noises: traffic, construction, sirens, leading to chronic stress and a host of associated health problems. Waterfall sounds, with their consistent and predictable nature, provide a welcome respite from this sensory overload. The steady roar of the water acts as a form of auditory masking, blocking out other distracting noises and allowing our brains to relax. This in turn reduces the production of stress hormones, lowering our heart rate, blood pressure, and promoting a sense of calm and well-being. The therapeutic effects of waterfalls extend beyond just sound. The visual spectacle of water cascading over rocks, the feeling of cool mist on our skin, and the fresh, earthy sense of the surrounding environment all contribute to a multisensory experience that promotes relaxation and rejuvenation. The visual stimulation provided by waterfalls is inherently calming. The constant motion of the water, the way it catches the light, and the patterns it creates as it flows over rocks hold our attention in a gentle way, allowing our minds to wander and relax. The sheer beauty of a waterfall can evoke feelings of awe and wonder, reminding us of the power and majesty of the natural world, shifting our perspective and easing our worries. Our bodies and minds are attuned to rhythms, from the beating of our hearts to the cycles of day and night. The sound of a waterfall, with its constant yet ever-changing rhythm, taps into this innate sensitivity to natural patterns. The water doesn't simply fall in a monotonous drone, it ebbs and flows, surges and subsides, creating a dynamic soundscape that holds our attention without being jarring. This natural rhythmicity has a hypnotic effect, lulling our minds into a state of relaxation. It's similar to the way a mother's heartbeat soothes a newborn baby, or the gentle rocking of a hammock induces sleep. Our brains, recognizing these familiar patterns, release endorphins, natural mood boosters that promote feelings of peace and contentment. The calming and restorative effects of waterfalls can be partly attributed to our innate connection to the natural world, a concept known as biophilia. This inherent affinity for nature is believed to be rooted in our evolutionary history, a time when our survival depended on our ability to find food, water, and shelter in the natural world. Waterfalls, with their abundance of sensory stimuli and their association with essential resources like fresh water, tap into this deep-seated connection. Being in their presence triggers a sense of familiarity and comfort, reminding us of our place within the larger web of life. This connection to nature has profound implications for our well-being, reducing stress, improving mood, and enhancing our overall sense of vitality. The modern world, with its constant demands and relentless pace, can take a toll on our mental and physical health. Chronic stress, a common ailment of modern life, has been linked to a range of health problems, including anxiety, depression, heart disease, and weakened immune function. Spending time in nature, particularly near waterfalls, offers a powerful antidote to stress. The combination of sensory stimulation, negative ions, and the biophilic effect triggers a cascade of physiological changes that help to counteract the negative effects of stress. Our heart rate and blood pressure decrease, muscle tension eases, and our minds quiet, allowing us to reset and restore our internal balance. Section 8. Enhancing focus and concentration. While the calming effects of waterfalls are well documented, these natural wonders can also enhance focus and concentration. The steady, rhythmic sound of the water can act as a form of pink noise, which has been shown to improve cognitive function by masking distracting sounds and enhancing brainwave activity associated with attention and memory. Moreover, the visual stimulation provided by waterfalls can help to hold our attention, preventing our minds from wandering. This can be particularly beneficial in settings where focus is essential, such as studying, working, or engaging in creative pursuits. The natural beauty of a waterfall can serve as a source of inspiration, sparking creativity and enhancing our problem-solving abilities. Section 9. Promoting sleep and relaxation. In today's fast-paced world, getting a good night's sleep can seem like a luxury. Stress, anxiety, and the constant stimulation of modern life often interfere with our natural sleep patterns, leading to insomnia, fatigue, and a host of other health problems. Listening to waterfall sounds can be a soothing and effective way to promote sleep and relaxation. The rhythmic flow of the water creates a calming atmosphere, blocking out other noises that might disturb our sleep. The white noise produced by waterfalls can mask sudden sounds, preventing our brains from being jolted awake by external stimuli. Section 10. Nature's therapy. Waterfalls, with their unique combination of sensory stimulation, negative ions, and biophilic connections, offer a form of natural therapy, a way to reconnect with ourselves and the natural world, promoting both physical and mental well-being. In a world where stress and technology often dominate our lives, these natural wonders provide a sanctuary, a place to escape the demands of modern life and tap into the restorative power of nature. Whether we seek solace in the sound of cascading water, find inspiration in the visual spectacle of a waterfall, or simply bask in the tranquility of their presence, waterfalls offer a timeless and accessible path to rejuvenation and well-being. As we continue to explore the science behind their effects, we gain a deeper appreciation for the profound ways in which these natural wonders enrich our lives. In the tapestry of human experience, waterfalls have long held a place of profound significance, their presence evoking a sense of awe, wonder, and deep inner peace. Beyond their aesthetic beauty, waterfalls offer a sanctuary for the soul, a place where the relentless demands of modern life fade into the background, replaced by the soothing rhythms of nature. The act of immersing oneself in the presence of a waterfall is akin to stepping into a sacred space, a natural cathedral where the air vibrates with a palpable energy. The constant roar of water, the cool mist on one's skin, the verdant tapestry of life surrounding the cascade, all these elements converge to create a sensory experience that transcends the ordinary, allowing us to reconnect with a deeper part of ourselves. The human psyche, for all its complexity, retains a deep-seated connection to the natural world, a primal bond forged over millennia of evolution. Our ancestors, intimately attuned to the rhythms of nature, found solace and sustenance in the embrace of forests, rivers, and waterfalls. This innate affinity for nature, known as biophilia, persists in modern humans, even as our lives become increasingly urbanized and technologically driven. Waterfalls, with their captivating beauty and soothing sounds, serve as powerful reminders of this primal connection. The act of simply being in their presence can trigger a cascade of physiological and psychological benefits, reducing stress, calming the mind, and restoring a sense of balance and well-being. Studies have shown that exposure to natural environments, particularly those rich in sensory stimuli like waterfalls, can lower blood pressure, reduce levels of stress hormones like cortisol, and promote feelings of relaxation and contentment. The modern world bombards us with stressors, work deadlines, financial pressures, social media overload leading to chronic stress and anxiety, manifesting as racing thoughts, difficulty sleeping, headaches, muscle tension, and digestive problems. Waterfalls offer a natural antidote. The rhythmic sound of water acts as white noise, masking jarring sounds and creating a space for peace and tranquility. In our hyper-connected world, where distractions abound and multitasking has become the norm, maintaining mental clarity and focus can feel like an uphill battle. Our minds, constantly bombarded with information and stimuli, often struggle to find moments of stillness and concentration. This can lead to feelings of overwhelm, reduced productivity, and difficulty making decisions. Waterfalls, with their ability to capture our attention in a gentle yet compelling way, can help to restore mental clarity and focus. The rhythmic sound of water, far from being a distraction, can actually enhance cognitive function by masking other, more disruptive noises and promoting a state of relaxed alertness. This state, characterized by increased alpha brainwave activity, is conducive to learning, problem-solving, and creative thinking. Throughout history, artists, poets, musicians, and thinkers from all walks of life have found inspiration in the beauty and power of waterfalls. The Romantic poets, captivated by the sublime grandeur of nature, often used waterfalls as metaphors for the unbridled power of human emotions. Painters, seeking to capture the fleeting beauty of light and water, flocked to waterfalls, drawn to their ever-changing forms and the way they reflected the surrounding landscape. For many, waterfalls serve as potent symbols of renewal, transformation, and the unstoppable flow of life itself. The act of witnessing water cascading over a precipice, seemingly defying gravity, can spark a sense of awe and wonder, reminding us of the boundless possibilities that exist within ourselves and the world around us. This sense of awe, research suggests, can boost creativity by expanding our sense of time, making us feel less constrained by deadlines and more open to new ideas and experiences. The practice of mindfulness at its core involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment, cultivating a state of non-reactive awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. While mindfulness has ancient roots in Buddhist meditation, it has gained increasing popularity in recent years as a secular practice for reducing stress, managing anxiety, and improving overall well-being. Waterfalls, with their ability to captivate our senses and draw us into the present moment, offer a natural setting for cultivating mindfulness. The act of simply sitting or walking near a waterfall, focusing on the sound of the water, the coolness of the mist on our skin, the visual symphony of light and motion, this can be a deeply grounding and restorative experience. By focusing our attention on the sensory details of our surroundings, we can quiet the incessant chatter of our minds, allowing a sense of peace and stillness to emerge. The concept of nature as a healing force is deeply ingrained in many cultures around the world. From the ancient Greeks, who believed that spending time in nature could restore balance to the body and mind, to the indigenous cultures, who have long revered natural places as sacred sites of healing and spiritual renewal, humanity has always recognized the profound impact that nature can have on our well-being. While modern medicine has made incredible strides in treating illness and injury, there is a growing recognition that nature holds untapped potential for promoting health and healing. This burgeoning field, known as ecotherapy or nature-based therapy, encompasses a wide range of practices from simply spending time in nature to more structured interventions like wilderness therapy and horticultural therapy. As the pace of modern life accelerates and the demands on our time and attention continue to mount, it becomes increasingly important to protect and preserve the natural spaces that offer us respite and rejuvenation. Waterfalls, with their unique ability to soothe the soul and restore our connection to the natural world, are particularly precious resources that deserve our unwavering stewardship. Unfortunately, many of the world's waterfalls face threats from human activities, including pollution, deforestation, and the construction of dams and other infrastructure projects. Preserving these natural treasures for future generations requires a collective effort, involving individuals, communities, and governments working together to promote responsible tourism, protect watersheds, and mitigate the impacts of climate change. While not everyone has the luxury of living within easy reach of a majestic waterfall, opportunities to experience the therapeutic benefits of these natural wonders abound, even in the most urbanized environments. City parks often feature artificial waterfalls or fountains that, while not a perfect substitute for the real thing, can still provide a welcome dose of nature's tranquility. For those seeking a more immersive experience, a weekend getaway to a nearby state or national park can provide ample opportunities to reconnect with nature and discover hidden waterfalls. Many of these parks offer hiking trails that lead to secluded waterfalls, allowing visitors to escape the crowds and immerse themselves in the sights and sounds of nature. The human fascination with waterfalls is a testament to our enduring connection to the natural world. These awe-inspiring displays of nature's power and beauty have captivated our imaginations for millennia. Beyond their aesthetic appeal, waterfalls offer a sanctuary for the soul, a place to reconnect with our primal selves. They provide solace from modern life's stresses and tap into nature's healing power. Cherishing and protecting these natural treasures is crucial for future generations. In their presence, we are reminded of our place within the grand tapestry of life. As we've journeyed through the science and serenity of waterfalls, we've explored their captivating beauty and the profound impact they have on our well-being. From the roar of cascading water to the gentle mist that kisses our skin, waterfalls engage our senses, offering a sanctuary from the relentless demands of modern life. The science behind their calming effects is fascinating. Negative ions, white noise, and the visual symphony of water in motion all contribute to a multi-sensory experience that reduces stress, promotes relaxation, and enhances our connection to the natural world. Waterfalls are more than just breathtaking spectacles. They are guardians of our well-being, offering a natural antidote to the stresses and anxieties of modern life. Their presence reminds us to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to reconnect with the rhythms of the natural world. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, waterfalls offer a refuge, a place to find solace, inspiration, and a renewed sense of peace. Their timeless beauty and power have the ability to transform our perspective, reminding us of the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of cherishing these natural wonders. Waterfalls are a timeless resource, a gift from nature that has been a source of wonder and inspiration for countless generations. Their existence speaks to the power of natural processes, shaping the landscape over millennia and creating environments of extraordinary beauty and ecological significance. As we move forward into an increasingly uncertain future, it is imperative that we recognize the intrinsic value of waterfalls and the vital role they play in maintaining the health of our planet and our own well-being. The preservation of waterfalls is not merely an environmental concern, but a responsibility we owe to ourselves and future generations. Protecting these natural treasures from the threats of pollution, development, and climate change is essential for ensuring that their beauty and benefits continue to enrich our lives. Let us be mindful stewards of these precious resources, advocating for their protection, supporting sustainable tourism practices, and encouraging others to experience the transformative power of waterfalls. By cherishing and safeguarding these natural wonders, we preserve not only their physical presence, but also their ability to inspire, heal, and connect us to the profound beauty and resilience of the natural